What y'all talking about in here? Wait a minute. I feel left out. Y'all, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. There's a whole conversation happening without me. Oh my gosh. Anyways, welcome back everybody. Y'all was already here before me, so wow. Wow. I see we're saying somebody's beautiful or something. Something, I don't know. We're talking about tea or something. Wow, y'all was just okay. All right. Well, thank y'all for inviting me into y'all's conversation. Since y'all was having a conversation without me, it's all right. It's okay. Thank you for welcoming me back. We are here. That was the quickest hour ever. I was on TikTok and it felt like 2 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna do the normal spiel. I have to do it. I know the regulars. I already know the deal, but here we go. So, welcome to the watch party for Ready to Love. If you are bothered by my speaking voice throughout the episode, just do yourself a favor and click off because it will not stop. That's number one. Number two, being rude to myself, a subscriber, or anybody on the show, you'll be at risk of being blocked. It's just rude and unnecessary, so just, don't do it. And number three, the episode is still copywritten, so there are no guarantees you'll be able to watch it after this has aired, okay? I see it in the comments. I see it in my DMs. Where'd the episode go? It's gone. It's gone. Don't forget to like this video while you're right. It was such a quick hour. Don't forget to like this video while you're in here. All right. There's currently 72. We could get at least half of that. Like the video on your way out too if you are going to be here later. But yeah. Wow. What up, y'all? What is up, y'all? I'm ready for it too, cue to God. I'm ready. I'm ready. So like I was saying before, I really want somebody to read Camille. I think it's about time. I think I really need somebody to give her the energy because what's his name? Cornelius? He's not the one. No sound. No sound. Y'all couldn't hear me this whole time? Y'all were holding it down until I came back. Okay, so you can hear me. I was stressed for a second. Okay. Whew. I was out here talking about my sound. This is so embarrassing. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, whose family, whose friends are you guys ready to see? I want to see Zadia's friends because I feel like we're not really getting Zadia's personality, so I'd like to see her people. Or maybe everyone in her life is just that kind of is just that shut off. I don't know. Camille, you want to see Camille's family? I want to hear where Sean works. Yes. I need the explanation because the man said I create stuff. Camille is unfortunately the reason it's halfway interesting. I know. I know. You want Walter who means people? Walter because something ain't clicking or sticking for me. Really? I like Walter. I don't feel like he's going to find anybody on the show, but I really like him. Sean ain't sharing his business. He's not. He's holding his cards close to his chest, except the child situation. He will let you know he's trying to reproduce. That's for sure. And Walter seems like an F-boy in my opinion. I mean, he claimed to have been an F-boy, so maybe there's some residual F-boy characteristics. I don't know. I hope he's not a Joel or a Jason. I'm just really hoping he's not a Joel because I was never really, or Joel. I was never really rooting for Jason, so I'm like, whatever. Walter's Insta is very, oh no. Somebody DM me his Instagram. Oh no. People need to stop giving Camille a pass because she's educated. You don't get to be rude AF just because you're educated. 1000%. Who's giving her a pass? I agree with you. Man said I can contribute to a bill or two. A bill or two. Okay, how about the rent and the car note? Because you're going to take the big bills. Yeah, Janera, I agree. It's very like negative and I like it hurts. I want some light from Walter. Her classmates have been defending her. Okay. Well, yeah. I feel like Sean is going to get roasted by Sabrina's friends. Per the trailer, it might be eliminated next. Yeah, some of you guys were saying in the last and the pre-live to this live that you're thinking Sean is going to go. So I wouldn't be surprised. I also would love to see someone call out Camille and her crazy face reactions. I'm sure they've said it. I'm pretty sure they said. There's no way we've gone more than halfway through the season and nobody has brought it up to her. Since I'm hearing Courtney's elimination, I did want to say I saw the Little Black Book interview of Courtney and my opinion stays the same, but my perception kind of changed. So my opinion was she is laying it on thick. However, Cornelius was giving her the green light to do so. So yeah. Tommy pointed it out. I think he did. Longtime watcher and follower. I love that. First time commenter. That's okay. Yeah. The new guy is funny talking about a bill or two. Like, please, come on. I'm glad you found the channel. I'm glad to have you. I'm glad for every single one of y'all in here. I feel like they're not giving Sydney much screen time. I think she's going to be on today because I think she's going to have a issue with Tasia, if I remember correctly. Hey, Brianna. Ooh, child. Is Sydney still on the cast or no? Sydney is still here. We're gonna see some more of her. I feel like people who aren't really gonna find a connection, Sydney, Walter, Tasia, Naeem. Who else is on the show? Yeah, it's in my opinion, it's not really looking too good for them. I think that was Zadia, not Sydney. Oh, was it? Well, shame.
From the moment I saw Sabrina, I couldn't stop smiling.
Mm-hmm. Are you in the same space with any of the other girls that you are in with Sabrina right now?
Nope.
No.
Wow, you answered that quickly.
And you don't look like a liar, so I hope that wasn't a lie.
Right.
Period, Walter. Come on now.
She has style, sophistication, and she has feminine wiles, and she is maternal. So that's a lot of things. Some people would say in the old school days that would be Claire Huxtable. Can I have an amen moment?
No.
It sounds like you're running game. That's what it sounds like to me. I'm just being honest.
That was not good, and I felt so bad. Is he getting ready to cry? Because I am.
Sabrina, you set him up. Sabrina, I'm so sorry you set him up. Why would you start with Walter? Mr. Smooth. Y'all can say what you want to say about Walter, but Walter knows what he's doing. He's smooth. He knows how to butter up the family, the friends, the perfect answers. And then you're going to bring in Sean, the man who can't even actually tell you what he does for a living. Oh, no. Oh, no. You don't think he can pay any major bills, huh? I'm starting to think he can't even cover the rent, baby. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. She set him up. Oh, Sean. Sean said, real G's don't say make it make sense. Well, real G's don't have to be asked to make it make sense because it just makes sense. Sean. I'm always weary of men who get really defensive really quickly because my thing is, what are you hiding? You know? Like, okay, if the question didn't really sit well with you, just elaborate. You know, okay, what I meant by maybe in a couple months, I'd be off it is da 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 da. Real G's don't say. Okay, okay. I think he said he writes and he creates stuff. Like, we don't really know what that means. You know what I mean? Um, not Tommy from Martin. Lord have mercy. What even was that? That was painful. Sean is dusty, and I'm so sad because I really was rooting for Sean. I liked his direct demeanor. Until everything became about just reproducing, I liked that he was a man on a mission kind of thing. But now when you're saying you like more mature women, you must also have the understanding that the chances are slim to none that they want to reproduce. So let it go. At this point, let it go. I love that she's maternal. Okay. Like, that's great and all, but you already know when it comes to reproducing with Sabrina, it ain't happening. So why bring it up? That might be something that he likes, yeah, but like, oh gosh. Oof. Mercy. Sean. He broke, trying to trap somebody's daughter. Ooh. This reminds me of David meeting Liz and the friend being defensive. Yeah. And look what happened with David. Look what happened. Whenever somebody is on guard like that, be weary. Be weary. Because somebody who has nothing to hide, somebody who isn't insecure, will just be like, okay, let me reframe what I meant. Or, oh, what did you mean by that question? So that I understand what you're talking about. Rather than just being like, oh, well, real niggas don't do that. Like, okay. So now Sean and Dante going home? I don't know. There's a story about something. Sabrina didn't tell the whole story though. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. That means they have extremely fragile ego. 1000%. They attacked him though, Queen. Did they? Did they attack him? I feel like the same. You know what? Okay. Did they attack him? I personally wouldn't say that they attacked him, but Sabrina did set the tone. So she did kind of put them on guard to be a little bit more critical than they would be of Walter. So that, I'll give you that. I don't know if they attacked him though. I don't know if I would say that. Sorry, it was entertaining. It was. I can't lie. It was entertaining. He was unsure of her because she said she didn't want kids. Yeah, but to say, I don't know if I'm going to be into you in a couple months, like the kids thing is already established today. So it's going to have to be a different reason. It can't be the same reason. I would not allow that. Definitely not.
Honestly, I would like to test the equipment because I would hate to like end up on wedding day and I'm just like, oh, it's little.
Okay.
I need you guys to be on your best behavior. So whatever y'all giving right now, I need throw it out.
I think she had commitment issues. I think she's one of the ones that, what is it that like they get you almost to the altar and then it goes?
Runaway bride.
Yeah, runaway bride. She's had engagement. So she's been a good catch, but has never quite made it down the aisle.
First of all, shout out to Cornelius for flipping the scripts. Yes. That was an absolute G move. Somebody said it looks like she should have been meeting his friends because her friends threw her under the bus. Oh my gosh. Wow. Commitment issues. I mean, we knew that. You don't get engaged 3 times without having commitment issues. Okay. Thoughts. Didn't Camille say she's also waiting for marriage? Didn't she insinuate sex before marriage is freaky? Wasn't she basically coming for Courtney because of her sexual expression? Oh, but now you want to test the equipment. Now you got to see if his thing is thangin' before marriage. Why? Why does it matter? I thought you were abstinent. I thought sex before marriage was freaky. Now you got to test the equipment. And not even just that. The friends were like, he wants to wait until marriage. They almost acted like this was such a foreign concept. And I said, oh, Camille, you didn't relay this message to your friends? So have you just been lying? I don't know. Y'all tell me. And she has a child. I still don't understand that. I don't understand how you think sex is freaky and you have a child. She's being two different people 1,000%. I don't think she said that, but it's definitely hypocritical to Courtney. You don't think she said what? I didn't say she said anything to Courtney, but like you can tell she was giving Courtney energy. You know what I mean? If I said she said something, that's not what I meant. The first thing they asked her was, who was she crushing on this week? True? The friend said, well, what about him is different? What about this is going to be different? Like, if your friends are calling out your red flags, one, you might need new friends, or two, you might be the one that's fake. She actually thinks her friends are extra. Camille thinks her friends are extra. Okay. Cool. She stated she was against sex before marriage. That's what I'm saying. Now it's not adding up. Camille knows she's given it up with her friends. She's trying to portray a whole other image for TV. I agree. Yeah, Camille was never abstinent. She was worried Cornelius would be bad in bed early on. Did she say that? Damn. Nah, she needs friends to call her out on her bull. And it's good for Cornelius to hear that from them. This is true. I'm 1000% here for friends who do call her out. But I'm just like, this is not a good look. You presented yourself as one way, saying, oh, I'm a good Christian girl. Sex is freaky. Oh, abstinence. And then now your friends are here and they're acting like they've never heard this in their life. And even she's talking about she wants to test out the equipment. What would be the purpose? Because if you got to test out the equipment, you got to test it in all its capabilities. Insertion being one of them. That's just me. She's a walking red flag. I would agree. Yes, Camille needs to be authentic and she might be more likable. Honestly, I feel like there's honestly nothing wrong with how extra she is. I'm extra. You guys only see a fraction of me. I am worse in person. But it's the rudeness. It's the disrespect that really puts us off as audience members.
How do you feel about narrowing things down? There's a lot of people whose attention is kind of like a lot of different places. And a lot of people want you, Dante, okay?
Who?
So where are you at with that?
As far as me and you, there's a strong possibility. Which is, I'm sure, is why I'm here today.
Yes.
Right?
Okay. Yes.
It was a pleasure meeting y'all.
Nice meeting you,
You as
too.
well.
We'll
No doubt.
see you around, Frank. Hey.
Hands above the waist, Frank.
Hands by the waist. You heard that, right? Dallas Doll said it.
Who were all these women who were after Dante? What they at? No, I would like to know. Yeah, Frank do be kissing everybody. Frank is like, ooh, let's do Lady and the Tramp. Ooh, let's kiss in the kissing booth. Ooh, it's a lot. It's a lot. I thought it was cute, but now that I think about it, he does dish it out like yeah, like appetizers. He does. His kids' mamas, hopefully. Oh no. Frank is not lying when he said he's hypersexual. This is true. Frank is like Troy from last season. I don't know if I quite agree because these women are receptive to it. Whereas Troy was just pushing his boundaries. So, but I hear what you're saying. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like the vibe between Frank and Sydney is definitely that they like each other. I just don't know if I would see any longevity in it. They just seem like, let's have a good time. And if something fruitful comes from it, then that's cool. But in terms of like, let's establish a strong, solid relationship, I don't know. Walter was set up this time. Because what you're not going to do is have us both here at the same time. Of course, I'm going to feel kind of defensive. Like, the guy is close to you. He's holding your hand. Like, I already feel ostracized just in the environment itself. So I'm not surprised at all that Walter was kind of closed off to the encounter. Momi, like Dante, I'm not seeing why. I'm not saying there aren't reasons to like him. I'm just not seeing these reasons. Where is Shiloh? Nothing wrong with her. I don't know. I don't know. Aisha's out the box with Frank. Yeah, what happened with his connection with Aisha? You're right. How does the absent woman like the man with 3 baby mamas? I don't know. I don't know. It's not like she's a virgin, though, so I guess that's how. I don't get Walter and Sabrina. Didn't Sabrina say she didn't want kids and Walter did? I don't remember. I think there should be harder questions asked. Dante got 3 baby mamas and she need a man who led her spiritually. He clearly will lead her to the bed with another baby. I mean, realistically, we do know that these conversations are way longer than what they show us. So it's very likely that deeper things were said. I think with Dante, I would have also, I share your sentiment. I would have liked some deeper questions. Yeah. I would have liked some deeper questions for sure. I agree, but I feel like they were asked. They just weren't aired. That's all.
Look how you like.
Oh, Phil.
There's nothing wrong with being popular. It's about building a strong rapport with people. Not everybody can take the heat. I'll take the heat.
Why are you blushing?
I know.
I think I'm a little smitten. Yeah. That's nice.
That's good.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love this with Phil. I still love Phil. Ready to Love, what was this? We didn't really get to, see him delve into these questions. I mean, I know he's an insightful guy. He's, well thought out and stuff. So I'm sure he gave good answers. But, I didn't like the jumping. No, I didn't like it. Now, what he said about his connections, I think it was very strategic. He said Shiloh is the strongest among the strongest. What's her name? Aisha is among the strongest. But Tasia is dope. And up there. Baby, you don't like that girl. I don't even understand when he had a connection with Tasia. Tasia just didn't have anybody to invite. And Phil is just a good guy, so let's bring Phil along. Maybe they talk off camera, but it's Aisha and Shiloh. That's what I'm saying. He don't like Tasia. He don't like that girl. D has a question for the chat. Should the show be longer than an hour? I mean, if they're going to do some hodgepodge editing like this, then definitely we do need more context. That's for sure. Tasia's the homie. I'm getting that as well. Who did the editing for the friend questions last season? Bring them back. I agree, Paul. I actually agree. Because this, I'm not liking it. I wouldn't mind it being longer with more substance. I agree. I thought Tasia was going to bring Sean, but I knew she wanted somebody with a beard. Yeah, if Tasia was going to bring anybody, I would have put my money on Sean. I feel like even the way the other women talk about Phil, I wouldn't feel comfortable knowing that we haven't had as much time as everybody else to bring him along.
I'm new, so they're just trying to get to know me.
Okay.
So take that into account.
I got what you're saying.
What you mean?
Oh, what was the giggle for, girl?
Hey, my name is Zadia, so let's use that first.
All right, ladies.
Come on,
Okay,
keep it cute.
I didn't mean it in any disrespectful way.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you know to address me as Zadia, please.
Zadia.
I'll be confused. I have my top two, and I can make my decision when I need to. But right now, I know who
This
I
is
wanna
what we're
pursue.
talking about, like this.
You keep chiming in talking about two.
Because it's still a process where I can decide between my
But
two when I
nobody's
need
asking you to do that. We're just saying, like, you really have been on 100. I don't know why.
Okay. I'm confused. Here's why I'm confused. When it comes to Phil, everybody's annoyed that he has multiple connections, right? Supposedly. I don't even know how Zadia got thrown into the picture, but supposedly he had multiple connections. When it comes to Cornelius, everybody's upset that he has one connection. But y'all just said y'all need the men to shrink. Cornelius done shrunk and you don't like it. Phil has stretched and you don't like it. I'm not quite understanding. I need somebody to to reel me in because I don't get it. I'm not understanding. What is Zadia going on about? She just felt, what I'm understanding, oh, this sucks because that's my girl. What I'm understanding is she doesn't like making it seem like her two connections is too much at this process. But then I kind of have to comfort her because, not comfort her, but I have to question it because you're upset at other people who have multiple. And baby, if you have more than one, that's multiple. So you can't request the men to narrow down, but you are also still kind of stretched. You know what? Like, it's just not making sense. And what are we arguing about? It's really not that deep. I'm so confused. These gals spicy over these, over these. When you guys say ninja, it makes me laugh. Yeah. I was surprised that Zadia did not hear a word from Sean, but then the way that Sean was moving this week, I kind of can understand it. Right, LOL, they're all crumbling. It's not making any sense. Ultimately, men choose women. These women need to relax at this point and let the chips fall where they may. Okay. Who is connected with, oh, Inez, come on. You need to remember. Very few are playing their hand right. You need a number one and someone in the back pocket, but never say it. Never say, I have a number one and this is my backup. We all do that in our head, but never say it, you know? That was the problem with Jason and Liz and all that. But yeah, I just don't understand. If you want the people to the guys to narrow down, you two as women need to narrow down. We can't have it both ways. It doesn't work that way. But it's irrelevant. There are two guys and they only have to decide to tat to them only, Sean and Cornelius. This is true. That's a lie. Women choose men. We make them think they choose us. That's why I was like, do men really choose women? Like, I think women choose men, but it's okay. Camille's face is a meme. I feel like she was really trying to have these TV moments and like it's just being chopped and screwed in a way that just isn't making her look good at all. Because with all these people coming to Camille's defense, she must have great characteristics that people can vouch for. But what we're seeing, what's the new girl's name? She looks like Ashanti. Damn. Sydney. There it is. If we talk in marriage, men find wives. Biblically, that is true. He who finds a wife finds a good thing.
You are not ready to love.
I respect that, and I will say, hallelujah. It's fair for the women to think that the communication was not there because just in general, I don't communicate until I really get to know you a whole lot. My process is a little bit slower. I simply dropped the ball on that. I have regrets about that because, like, say, Zadia's a terrific woman. I really like Zadia, but the time frame didn't work for me. I never caught up, and I failed.
Should we get into our questions?
Oh, man. Like a Rolodex, she pulls out a list of questions about me.
Are you sweating?
A little bit.
This the first time we done seen a Caucasian on the show, y'all. This the first time we done seen a Caucasian on the show. I ain't saying nothing, love who you love. Both my brothers are with white women. I'm just saying this is our first time seeing a Caucasian on the show. Whoo, Chile. Let's talk about the elimination before we talk about the preview. So the elimination, again, I'm confused. Zadia is saying you need to open up more, but then y'all was just saying the niggas need to close it up. What do y'all want? What do y'all want? Do you want to be one of the options that he's opening up to? Because if it's that, then say that. But don't say we need them to really narrow in, but then be upset when they are narrowed. It's not making sense to me. But Cornelius, what's the tea on Cornelius? Thank you, Lisette. What's the tea on Cornelius? Because Tasia said Cornelius is not as sure about Camille as he's making it seem, number one. Number two, he's now saying, well, before he actually sat down with her, he said, child, where did my mind go? This is awkward because Zadia and Camille are friends. But now you want to express interest to Zadia and also make it seem like there's something you could potentially be doing that you know would get you in trouble with Camille. So Cornelius, what's the deal? Jeez, bars. What's the deal? And if y'all saw the interview with Courtney on the Little Black Book, she was saying Cornelius is not as innocent as you think. Okay? And I'm inclined to think that he is a player. If y'all watch Insecure, the problem with Lawrence is that he is an F-boy who thinks he's a good guy. And that's what I'm getting from Cornelius. He's actually an F-boy. I'm sorry. He's actually an F-boy, but he presents as a good guy, and that's worse. That's worse. That is worse. And then he don't really have a backbone the way that I need him to. You know, the fact that you expressing interest in somebody else, friend or not, actually has you in fear of somebody who's not your partner. Camille's not your girlfriend. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want to do. What you talking about? I don't want to do something in fear. What? No, baby. A religious F-boy. Listen, I was raised in the church. I know them. Related to a lot of them. What is Zadia's problem exactly? I don't know. And I suck. I suck. It sucks. Maybe I suck. Who knows? It sucks because I love her until this episode. I felt like maybe she has some kind of chip on her shoulder that we are just not understanding where it's coming from. But yeah, it was confusion. Absolute confusion from me. I think Zadia thinks she's better than the other women. It's possible. I agree. He wants to stay in the show, and his body language was that of a child being scolded. It wasn't cool. And I think, too, to some degree, production is still holding him because they know as soon as Cornelius leaves, so is Camille. And right now, Camille is giving us the disdain that we need in a show, because the show does need the happiness, but it also needs the annoyance. And Camille does give that to us in droves. Religious F-boys are common in my religion as well. And you're Muslim. Cha. I think he could only be an F-boy if the alpha woman led him and dragged him. Then he would go passively. Interesting take. More going on between Cornelius and Camille than we think. 1,000%. And it's on the side of Cornelius for sure. Cornelius is moving. He's moving sly. He's moving slick. And it's catching up to him very quickly. I need Tasia to be the messy chick that she is and give us a tea because she knows something. She knows something. Whether it's narrowing or opening up, they only care about being among the chosen. That's true. And that's why I was saying, like, I think Zadia was more irritated because the people who were more open, she wasn't on the list. Because when Cornelius was teasing opening up and she was included, then all of a sudden it's enticing. But you were just sharing your frustration about these niggas needing to narrow down. Zadia girl, it's really hard to root for you. It's really hard. Right, I want to see what caused the drama between Zadia and Aisha. I'm thinking it's Phil based. That's true. There could be more to Phil than we think, because Phil is starting to get an interesting edit here. He's starting to get an interesting edit, so there could be more to Phil's storyline than we know. I think most F-boys are intentional and players for real. If Cornelius is an F-boy, he about the laziest one I've ever seen. And that's why I was saying I really think he's an F-boy but doesn't know it. Actually thinks he's a good guy. But in being a good guy, he's doing things that, you know, like him not standing up for himself, him letting women like letting Courtney act the way that she was, when in reality there was more to the story, like making her look like she was the aggressor when really it was kind of reciprocal. Him saying it's Camille and to us, and then all of a sudden it's not her. Like, he really thinks he's a good guy, but it's not translating. I don't know. Hi, Deidre. It's just not translating. Phil wants Shiloh. Yeah, I think that's his strongest connection for sure. I mean, he did say that. She's the strongest among the strongest. I would like to see more of Shiloh, as we haven't seen really any substance. I would agree. I think that's why I'm not quite sold on her. We just haven't really seen something that I can latch onto. Phil is highly coveted right now. He's embracing it 1000%. He's embracing it. I'm giving Phil a side eye a little. Oof. Not y'all coming for my mans. Oh, Phil. If Phil was to narrow down, I'm pretty sure everyone is aware that it would be Shiloh. I'm 1000% certain it would be Shiloh. If it's not Shiloh, that would be the curveball of the season, 1000%. So, talking about the trailer just for a second, Camille again is showing a duplicitous nature, if you ask me, because she said she is waiting until marriage, right? The ex was like, but you have a child. And she said, yeah, but I was engaged. You weren't married. I'm not judging her decision. I'm not saying, you know, she shouldn't have had a kid. Like, that's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying, if you're gonna be about it, you're so adamant on saying abstinent till marriage, abstinent. I'm saving it. And by the way, stop using celibate, because celibate means lock it off completely. Okay? You were not married to that person. You were not married to the next one. You were not married to the next one after that. Because maybe if engagement was marriage, what is dating? I don't even want to know. I hope Camille doesn't end up like Vernisha. In what sense? In what sense? I'm judging. You're judging? Okay. I just can't judge because, you know, like, if it was a matter of, you know what, ideally I would prefer to wait until marriage. However, sometimes in the heat of the moment things happen, and I would give myself grace if that happens. But the goal is marriage. Then, of course, there would be so much less heat coming from me. But the stance was just so strong that I'm like, IDK. I've missed the past 2 weeks, and I must say I've lost excitement to see what happens this season. They have turned me off. We have been turned off the whole time. At this point, I told you, we're just kikiing. I don't see anybody having potential, if we're being honest. LOL, give her some of that pink... Give her some of that pink Whitney Queen was sipping on that one live, and she was lit. Personally, I don't appreciate you calling up old things, okay? Child, I was lit that day. Ooh, I was lit. Well... You have no faves this season. I don't blame you. This was actually fun when they all had... This was only fun when they all had to live together. And that's what I'm saying. If we had... if they just fine-tuned some things about the setup 2 seasons ago, I really think the show is onto something. We need the proximity, but it's tough when these people are a more mature cast. They have businesses to tend to, they have jobs to clock into, they have children to nurture, you know what I mean? So it is hard to keep that format. However, this whole resume life but still dating is no different to the life they're living outside of filming. It doesn't garner an environment that brings up strong relationships. It just doesn't. It just does. There's no difference. And I feel like if you're gonna go on a show curated for love, ready to love, make the parameters different than daily life. Because we've been failing. In daily life, we have been failing. What's gonna be different in here? True, COVID really messed up the dynamic of the show. I don't know. Because COVID is the reason why they stayed in the resort last time. So it has its ups, it has its downs. What happened with the episode where the blonde woman lost her temper and Phil backed her up to calm her down? I don't remember seeing that. They don't have enough time to know each other and make a choice. Yeah, again, I have to keep referencing the Courtney interview. That's the only one I saw, by the way. I didn't see any other interviews that Little Black Book did. But she was saying, I still had to work. I still had to take care of my son. I didn't have time to really explore. And she was also saying she spoke about her past. She spoke about all of these more serious things, but production decided that didn't make for good TV. And she also pointed out that it seemed like she's always leading with sex, talking about sex in her confessionals and stuff. But she's like, if you pay attention, I'm wearing the same dress in the first 3 or 4 episodes. So they're taking one conversation and spreading it across multiple episodes to kind of paint this picture of her. And of course, she was the youngest woman on the cast. So it was an easy trope. It was an easy trope to give her. So I'm just like, I just grow more and more frustrated with this show, but it is what it is, whatever. Everything this season seems rushed. I would agree. Sabrina is strange. Something about her is fake. I don't know. I think she's just a little bit more calculated, but is calculated fake? I don't know. You might think calculated is fake. So yeah, maybe. There's no real connections. I think this cast could date forever. Yeah. And that's why I was saying, I kind of liked the Phil, Frank, what's her name? Frank and Sydney connection, because they actually look the most booed up. It's just unfortunate that I don't see longevity. I really don't see longevity at all. But when it comes to seeing a proper connection, the eye contact, the physical touch, the kind of mimicking of mannerisms and stuff, it definitely is present with those two. But everybody else, it seems like we're still in questionnaire stage. We're still in figuring it out stage. But it's too far along for that. It's definitely too far along for that. You think Sabrina seems pretentious? Sabrina's a strong woman. I don't think she'll find a man here. I don't think she'll find a man either. Frank is weird with his shimmying shoulders. I didn't even know he was shimmying. I think these shows attract people with narcissistic character traits, so they all seem kind of fake and shallow. I mean, again, it's tough because we only see what they want us to see. I've seen what I needed to see. Sorry, if you're on TikTok, that made sense. So I don't really want to say all of that. I think it's really hard to show the genuinity on a show that's meant to have the salacious drama, the polarizing characters. They really need to draw that out of them. So it's a tough one. Zadia and Frank also have the same nightlife work, so that would be a good match. Exactly. They already kind of know each other. They share the same passions. It was a pearly shimmy, I think you mean. I missed it. I really did. We're past the where's my English today? We're past the midpoint of the show, and I can't see who would be the 3 final couples. Me neither. like we were able to kind of predict last season. This is true. I don't know. I mean, I guess Camille and Cornelius, but Cornelius is moving to a different beat of a different drum that we haven't heard yet. And then I guess Frank and Sydney, I haven't seen him be that affectionate with anyone as of yet, so I guess this is his strongest connection. Walter and Sabrina, I feel like they connect, but maybe not necessarily as potential partners. Y'all let me know if you agree or disagree with that. I feel like they do have a connection. And that's why it seems like on paper, if you were to put them together, it would line up. But when I think interaction, when I think like flirt, I don't really see them flirting with each other. I don't see them wanting to really pursue romance. I don't know. I like them too, but I don't know. Camille and Cornelius, Tasia and Dante need to go. Tasia been here too long. I'm sorry. They're both mature. That aids in it for sure. I don't think any of the couples out of this season will last, but that's just me. Paul, you and me. You and me, Paul. Walter and Aisha took a trip to Chicago recently, so maybe they've connected post the show. That's a link I never imagined, but it makes sense. Walter and Aisha. Walter and Aisha. Why hasn't that been explored on the show? I think I could kind of see it, maybe. Frank was affectionate with Aisha in the beginning. He was, but I haven't seen him try with Aisha in a while. I see Walter with Mumin. I think she tread softly. I think how do I say what I'm trying to say without saying what I want to say? I don't think their goals line up. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's what I'll say. And Shiloh, we know absolutely nothing about her. Shiloh, I can't get on the Shiloh train. I can't. Married at First Sight Australia is drama, and I love it. I ain't gonna say it, y'all stop. Frank is too much. Every time he talks about women, it's a whole dissertation. This is true. I mean, he did pose himself as a very hypersexual person. And who was I watching? I think it was Jasmine W. She was like, be careful the words that you use, because hypersexual means there's hardly ever a waking moment where you are not thinking about sex. But honestly, the way that Frank's been moving on the show, he probably is hypersexual. Mumin has daddy issues. Yeah, she did say that. She did say that. I think I just think she has a little bit more inner work to be with a person like Walter, or a person as mature as Walter. I think she needs like it's weird, but I think she needs like a Corey. I think that's why she really gravitated to him, because they're kind of on the same level. It sucks that Corey just was a waste man, but I think that's what made sense. Frank is a freak child. You done said it. Oh, man. I gotta skip some of y'all's comments. Walter would be better suited with a woman that also has children and or sexually liberated. He made it clear at the group date that Camille and Courtney... at the group date with Camille, Courtney, and Corey. Yeah, I think he needs somebody who's ready to step into like her... I'm 40, I done it all. I'm ready to like let loose. My kids are grown. They're out the house. Where is my man? That's what I think he needs. And I would have said Sabrina is that person, but in terms of interaction that I'm watching, I'm not seeing the yearn for each other. So that's the only reason why I discount Sabrina when it comes to matching her up with Walter. But yeah, he needs a woman who's done with the children, done with the high life, the nightlife, all that stuff, and it's just really like me and my man. What we gonna do? We gonna be in Aruba on Tuesday, Guatemala on Wednesday, New York on Thursday, and Dubai on Friday. You know what I mean? You, Inez, are you pitching yourself? Inez, you better shoot in the DMs if you pitching yourself. You too. Star, what are you referring to? Corny is Cornelius for me. Walter is a blesser, aka not a blesser. Are you South African? I think you are. Wait, I think you are. Walter is a blesser, aka sugar daddy, or he gives me that vibe. Inez, hit them DMs. Let Walter know that you're trying to see what's good. Okay? Let him know I sent you. It won't mean absolutely nothing. Walter said he wants kids. He did say he wants kids. Well, then I'm confused. The show is the wrong platform to go on if you want a spouse that is of typical childbearing age. Exactly. And the men make it seem like this is such a foreign. If Ready to Love was 25 to hold on, maybe not 25. I was gonna say 25 to 40, but like, you know, them 40-year-olds, 30, 28 28 to 38. Then these kind of conversations would make more sense to me. But you're telling me you're on a date with a woman who's 42, talking about, I'm ready to start my family. With who? Not with me? With who? My children are about to have children, and you want to have children with me? You telling me my child and my grandchild are going to be the same age? Absolutely not. Hell no. Hell no. No. But I still think Walter would be more patient with a woman like Aisha and her concerns around motherhood, opposed to a younger woman without kids like Phil. And again, we did learn that with Aisha, it wasn't that she did not want to have, well, it's tough because she says she doesn't want to have kids, but the real root of that reason is the fear of disappointing her partner who potentially wants children. So I think there is leeway there. However, if the woman says she doesn't want to have kids, take that as what it is and leave the woman alone. So yeah, exactly. He better be ready for Pappy at this age. Shake my hand. That's what I'm saying. I'd love a version of the show with a younger cast, 25 to 35. I agree. I love the premise of the show, the black love, the working professionals. I love it. It's the age range where we're hitting some roadblocks here. We're hitting some roadblocks. Or at least if they had like two different brackets, you know? If they had a 25 to 35 and then like a 35 to 45, but it's all still, I don't know. I don't know. I like the older group because I'm 41. And see, Graham, I'm not even saying there's anything wrong with having the more mature. That's why I loved the show. Like from season 1, I was like, oh, this is a show. My problem is the men thinking they can pursue a relationship with a woman who's 41 and then be absolutely gobsmacked when she says she's done building her family. I hate to use this word, but what woman wants a geriatric pregnancy? As Black women specifically, we already have the odds stacked against us with pure health. At optimal health. You know what I mean? Why am I going to add on to the possibilities of having a fatality just by giving birth? You know what I mean? Like I need the older guys to really like deep that. Really think about that. You're talking to a woman in her 40s, talking about, you know what is a good idea? Let's restart your child rearing process. I know your kids are 25. Let's go back to infancy. And a lot of these women are entrepreneurs, business women. I ain't got time to raise no baby at 40. That don't make no damn sense. That don't make no damn sense. Would I join the show? Absolutely not. I mean, only if the bracket was, 25 and whatever. But no, I would not. Plus, the hope is that this current situation pans out. So I'm hoping to not be single in a few months from now. So let's just, fingers crossed. Where are my mods? Almost 300 people watching, 80 thumbs up. Can you imagine? It's the y'all taking advantage of me for me. Come on, let's get these likes up. The reason why I don't have mods is because I feel like, I don't know, I haven't gotten to a space where like I need people to really moderate. You guys tend to be a respectful group of people, so that's why I don't have mods. Men would never understand the struggle of birth. That's probably many of them. That's probably why many of them want children at their late age. And that's why when a couple decides that they are done, why is it on the woman to tie her tubes? When one, I've already done all the work, and two, a vasectomy is way less invasive than getting my tubes tied. Men sometimes just lack the interpersonal dynamics between them and their partner, because wow, you're looking at your partner in her 40s talking about, well, how about we put your body through this strenuous thing that is already very difficult for people like us, and it's going to be even worse at this age, and then do a disservice to your own children. And I hope nobody finds this disrespectful. If you are older and you have young children, all the blessings to you, okay? However, I do have to say it is a disservice to the child to have parents who, let me just stop. Let me just stop. Yeah, vasectomy can be reversed. It can be reversed, but I'm saying, like, everything is like put on the woman, have the children. Oh, it doesn't matter where you are health-wise. We want to have kids. So, you go through everything. Okay, we're done having kids. How about you go get surgery? Damn. And then, okay, we don't even have to go that far. Let's talk about, like, just sex. Guys have this, I don't want to put on a condom because it doesn't feel the same. So your woman has to go and get an IUD or take birth control and stuff, and you ain't got to do jack. Yo, don't get me upset with men, because I'm trying to see the person I'm talking to right now in a good light, and this conversation is not doing that for me. This conversation is not doing that for me. Whew, child. Yeah, too much pressure on the women. Yeah. And as a woman, we get it, but men, they sometimes they lack that awareness, and it's sad. And tying your tubes can affect our hormonal balance. At the very least, they should opt to get this snipped. At least put it on the table as an option. But for the automatic response to be, oh, she's getting her tubes tied. I did bring it up. That's on me. That's on me. Lack of awareness or don't care. That's unfortunate, being with somebody who would not care. That's very sad. Thank you for the belated birthday wish. Breathe in, breathe out, queen. LOL. We don't want a quarter life crisis. I'm already in it, child. I'm already in it. Plus, there are a lot of instances where women have ended up having tubal pregnancies even after the tubes were tied. My sis-in-law did. Ooh. 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 Oh, mercy. Was she by any chance on I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant on TLC? I'm joking. That was a joke. I'm sorry. Imagine you being 12 and your geriatric parents take you to Disney World talking about, can we sit down for a second? Alexis, you're going to get me canceled before I make it in this business. Oh my gosh. You're going to get me canceled. Happy birthday, Ramel. Big up yourself, big up yourself, big up yourself. Happy birthday. I hope you have a fabulous day. I hope you watch all the Housewives because I know you love them heifers. And yeah, I pray that God blesses you, God keeps you, and opens up all the doors. All the doors. I love that for you. I got my tube tied because my husband wanted too many kids. Oh no. How many do you have, if you don't mind me asking? Oh no. Oh no. I think women should start to approach dating like that. Like what? I forgot what I said. Please review Real Housewives. Listen, Layla, let me tell you. Layla. If there is one type of reality show I cannot get into, it's them Housewives. I don't know what it is. I can't do it. It doesn't matter if it's Potomac, Atlanta, Virginia, Mexico, Dubai, China. I can't. I don't know why. You're not the only one who's asked me to do Real Housewives, but I just can't do it. I only have 2 kids, but I got my tubes removed because I don't want more. Just a question for you, Anastasia, and I hope you don't find this as intrusive. Was the option for your partner to get the snip on the table? I just want to know if it was on the table. Because if it was on the table, I can respect it. Not that I don't respect. Oh, no. Oh, God. I know you know what I mean. Housewives are the truth. I'm sorry. Maybe that's why I don't like soap operas. Maybe that's why. I don't watch the Real Housewives either. I just love watching YouTube reviews. Well, Ramel does YouTube reviews of the Housewives, so maybe you'll like his channel. Definitely go and subscribe to that. Love After Lockup. I recently started watching it this year. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the one. It was not on the table for him to get the snip, and I wasn't going back and forth risking another kid. See, that's all I want. All I want is the consideration from a man to just understand how strenuous things are for us already and just to offer themselves up. Put the option on the table. That's, you know, and Anastasia, I love that you were like, you know what, I'm just going to take charge of my body because at this point, if I'm done at 2, I'm done. If I'm done, I'm done. And not going back and forth, yeah, I completely hear that. But I just want men who are aware of what we go through as women, let alone Black women for a lot of us. Because there's a lot of other stuff on top of that, like, be my safe space. Be my partner. Be my ride or die. Be my confidant. Be that person who's like, babe, I know you're going through a lot. What can I do to alleviate some of this? Get the snip. That's all I'm saying. Get the snip. Put a damn condom on. Dang. Sounds like she's in control of her fertility, 1,000%. And team adoption. Okay. Every child needs a home. I want to adopt so bad. The guy I'm talking to only wants 3 kids, though, so, well, we might have to throw him to the curb. I don't watch Love After Lockup, but I watch Ashley Miller reviews of the show. She's so funny. I've never heard of her. Can you review Selling Tampa when it premieres? You know what? Somebody told me Selling Sunset was good, so I feel like I'm too far behind. But Selling Tampa, I might give it a try. But y'all know how it is sometimes with me. If the show was not really sticking to me, the videos just kind of stop. So two of my coworkers got the snip, but they are both white. Well, damn. I need someone to review these real estate agents and their club outfits. Oh no. Actually, now that I think about it, the people who I know who are the real estate I know does dress like she's going to the club too. How about 90 Day Fiance? I fell off a long time ago. I do watch The Single Life though. I want to adopt. I'm still unsure of having my own kids, but I would love to adopt. I love that for you. No, Tamara. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. 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 Yeah. God. My mind is now just scrambled. Why did you do that to me? I know some black men who have gotten snipped. Yeah, like at least offer it on the table. Yeah. Like as a woman, I would love to know that my partner is going to do whatever it takes to make sure that like we are choosing the healthiest option. And that starts from dating. Is he, you know, in tune with your sexual health, like putting a condom on, cuz you know, especially if you don't have the birth control, it starts there. Are you dating multiple people? Get your tests. Make sure you're clean down there. Once we're married, okay, does it make sense for us to have children? If we can't have children, what's the safest way in doing it? Even though it might be a more expensive route, what's the safest way in doing it? Because that is your partner. He wants the best for you. When we're done having children, okay, we have two options. Tubes tied or vasectomy. It's not only one option. Like that's what I want to hear men say. Just the care for their women. Like, please. What love update? There's no love update, you guys. There's nothing. I love when people talk about their crushes or love interests. Sometimes. Oh, God. Black men, in my opinion, can be very selfish in that area. And I hate to generalize it, but unfortunately, there's just a lot of them, and it's really hard to not generalize. But I can agree. Love is in the air. You know what? We're gonna shut it down. We're shutting down this live because y'all are getting reckless. Y'all are getting reckless in here. We only supposed to talk about this man on Mondays. It is Friday. Okay? We're supposed to be talking about Ready to Love. How about we talk about the Frank's oh, Jesus. I can't even speak. Frank's ex, the white girl. Yeah, our first Caucasian on Ready to Love. I need to talk to Martell. My wife made me cheat. I don't know what that means. Friday is closer to Monday, child. 23, my husband is 25. Both of us are black, and I feel incredibly blessed that this man has been on board with my child preferences for adoption, even open to a vasectomy down the road, way down, but still. And I love that for you. I love that for you. My sister would probably want to switch me and you because she's looking at me like, girl, you are 25, you're behind the clock, and you're married at 23, child. Love that for you. Love got me frustrated. I hate you guys with a passion. It's hate. There's a thin line between love and hate, and I think I'm on hate right now. Yeah. I didn't catch the white ex. Whose ex is it? I think it's Frank's. Frank would be the one. I'm dead. And there's nothing. Hey, love is love. You love who you love. I was just like, oh, I've never seen a Caucasian on Ready to Love. This is interesting. I want to see that dynamic. And I also want to see, I don't know if anybody caught this. Maybe I'm reading into it as a big girl. But I felt like Camille was kind of judging Cornelius's ex. Was it Cornelius? Cornelius's ex. When she was like, yeah, I'm one of his exes. She said, oh. I said, oh? What you mean, oh? I hope that's just Camille being Camille. And she didn't think like, oh, how could he possibly be, into me and have once been into her? I could be reaching. But I felt like there was an air of, I'm better than her. How could he possibly? Tyrone's ex was white too. Was she? Tyrone from this season? Yeah, but we didn't see her. No, Camille was judging. No, I literally got the same exact vibe. Personally, it's just coming across so ugly. Definitely. Y'all still haven't liked the video? Come on, man. Camille may get beat down messing with an ex. Camille has to watch that mouth. She really does. I'm not wishing anything upon her, but it's not cute. At some point it gets tired. That's the behavior that you expect from a mean girl in high school. The faces, the name calling with Cornelius, it's rude and it's disrespectful and it's tacky. Like, I'm not bringing children into this, but you have a child who's watching. That's all I'm saying. Like, come on. I love vanilla too. I'm not gonna judge. I'm dead. Do you, boo? Love who you love. Her faces really make her look crazy and out of control. Yeah. Camille is a mean girl. I would have to agree. It's sad. Better than her, yes. I'm not sure if it did because the ex is fat per se, but it could be because she thinks she's prettier. But why would she think she's prettier, though? Here's why I say this. And I stand on the fact that it could be a reach. It was literally 2.5 seconds, right? When I come on here and I talk about my size, without fail, there is always at least 3 people who say, but you're so beautiful. There's still this connotation of plus size bodies being unattractive. So again, I'm not saying this is what happened. I understand this very well could be a reach. Very well could be a reach. But if in fact she does think she is more beautiful, more desirable than his ex, I err on the side of wondering why. That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You really been trying to make it known that you're down for this role. That's the second time that you said you weren't down with Black Love. I mean, she could be down for this world. That's okay. That's all right. I think it's a combination of pretty, fit, and very educated. Camille thinks she's the complete package. But exactly, like, what about being... I hear you. Fat and pretty are not opposites. I agree. I think being bigger is a factor. I agree with you. I feel like it's going to be. But again, I'm a big girl. It's an insecurity. I see it even if it might not be there. So I completely understand that. But let's just see. Let's just see. You're heading out. I think I should head out too. It is 9:45. I think we should call it a night. I can't stand that. When I say that I'm big, I did not say I was not beautiful. That's what I'm saying. Since when was there a correlation? I find it so funny when people are like, but you're so beautiful. Yes. That was a given. Look at me, cocky. But yeah, I'm like, I never said I was ugly. Oh, Queenie, they're getting kind of, they get in a, what? They get in a kind of how on this chat, LOL. You should call it, oh, it's getting kind of hot in this chat? Yeah, I know. I should call it a night, huh? Things are getting a little, ooh. Camille thinks she is all that, and we and her friends see a miss. The reunion is coming. She will answer to why she behaved the way that she did. Maybe she'll double down on it. Who knows? But yeah, we'll have to wait and see next week what's going on. And it is what it is. It is what it is. She is sadly mistaken if she thinks she's better than any of his exes. Oh, I feel so bad for Camille. Like I feel bad. Like I I feel like there's hurt, there's something. And I'm just like, I want happiness for her. I really do. I really do. All right, y'all. We're going to call that a night. It's always a pleasure. I can't wait for the reunion either. You better hit them DMs, Inez. You better hop on in there. Hop on in there. It's always a pleasure having a watch party with y'all. Blessings to you. Don't forget to thumbs up the video on your way out. And that's a wrap. Be blessed. Happy weekend.